Hey folks, I'm Jody White. I'm joined by Brent Anderson. He's a guide at Kentucky Lake, wins just about every BFL here in the fall. Does pretty well all the other times too. Brent, how, knowing that you've got so much experience on the lake, how did you approach your practice? Because you've seen basically everything here.
Yeah, well, I knew this one was probably going to hit. We're in a transition right now, and the fish haven't totally made it out, but they're not totally in. So I figured what few schools were going to be out are going to get found, and there's going to be a lot of competition. So I tried to practice on that in-between stuff that you can't scan, and you know, it's really risky, but it's a winning approach. And I fished a lot of these, and I've never won, and that's the goal here.
So you sort of went looking for the stuff that if you find it, you're going to usually have it all to yourself.
For the most part, no, they do get in big schools on this stuff, and they're showing themselves right now chasing shad. So, you know, it could have been found that way, and you know, I'm sure there are other guys, especially locals, that had the same approach as I've had, that may have found some of these places.
Now, you've got a lot of experience on the lake. Can you give people just a glance at sort of how the lake is setting up? Because you've got Barkley, you've got some fish obviously moving out, but they're not all out. So what do you think some of the predominant patterns are going to be this week?
I mean, you know, that there's still a pretty good flipping bite going on, especially on Barkley. There are areas on Kentucky Lake that could be a player. Top water, up shallow. I mean, it's really wide open. The only thing that, to me, that's not wide open is the ledge fishing. The schools that are out are small. You know, they're out there trying to recoup, and they're real spooky when they first get out. And I really think that's going to be the tougher approach. I think the shallow guys and the mid-range guys that are catching fish that are on their way out to the main ledge are going to be the ones that, you know, can make a run at it.
Okay, and then are there any fish still spawning? I know Kentucky Lake, it's not known as a spawn type lake, but have pretty much all these fish moved into the post-spawn phase, or are there still some up actually doing their thing? I
think there are a few, you know, that are just now getting there. I fished a BFL last weekend, and I caught a 4.5 pounder that hadn't spawned. For the most part, I'm going to say the majority are finished. But you know, they haven't been through long enough to make their way all the way out to where most of these guys want them to be. And you know, I mean, I like them when they get out there too, but yeah, but everybody knows how to find them when they get out there.
Okay, and then I asked Michael Woolley, you know, what he thought a winning weight would be, and he sort of pegged it maybe right around 60 pounds. Do you feel like that seems reasonable for a winning weight considering the phase we're in?
Yeah, I think 19 a day will be really strong, and 16.5 a day for the cut.
All right. Well, Brent, thanks for talking to us, and good luck out there. Hope you win one of these.
Thank you, man.